Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be picking up where I left off in the last video. Since then, a new patch has dropped introducing group dungeon finders. I'm not going to be using that in today's video, but it is very exciting as it is something that I was really excited about when they initially dropped it in retail. So when I left off in the last video, I did leave a couple quests to pick up just so I didn't start the video just running around and questing, and then I could read a little something. So, Explorers League, is that something for gnomes? Babysitting, would you believe it? They pulled me out of a promising dig and sent me along with Captain Odysseus's expedition to babysit that little gnome. I've never heard of a gnome wanting to become a prospector before, so I asked. Seems we are taking gnomes now, and this particular one has a fascination with murlocs. Apologies on the notification. Well, he's gone off and set up shop in an old turtle shell on the northern shore of the island. Go and have a look if you don't believe me. So, quest objectives is to find Clopper Whizbang camped in an old turtle shell on the shore north of Bloodwatch. And then from the first aid trainer, newfound allies. Harbinger Mikolas has done a commendable job of safeguarding Bloodwatch Druid, but our enemies are many and our resources few. Our weakness is well known to our enemies, but your contact with the forces of the Alliance is something they haven't accounted for. I have prepared a letter of introduction to the people of Aberdeen, the closest Alliance settlement, proposing cooperation in the fight against our foes. Take it with you and seek out Huntress Kella Nightbow near the dock west of Exodar. Of course, I won't be doing that right away because I have stuff all over my map. It is a little bit different with the patch that came out. When I loaded in today, it actually asked me which format I wanted to use. So I chose this one. Didn't realize it would shrink the size of my map, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna run down and do that first, since it is kind of out of the way. I'd rather just get it done with so I don't forget about it later. It is quite a journey down there. This one's also kind of out of the way, so I might do this one right after. Is that something under the bridge? It's something that I have to kill a fish for. I'm remembering some of the quests that I picked up last time. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of, but I will survive. I guess since I still get a possible level up, I can take the silver leaf. Is it this? It is. Is it this one? No. Hmm. No, it should be these. I'm wondering if the add-on might be a little buggy. Hmm. Okay, it's this specific one. I'm kind of testing out. I didn't realize that the patch introduced those things. So before I logged in today, I actually updated my add-ons. I might be able to disable the Questy add-on, to be quite honest. We'll see though. I'll try it out in this video and see. Ooh, these bears are quite aggressive. Oh, and my inventory is full. As usual. It is full of quest items, naturally. And there is another quest down here as I level up from discovering a shore. I'm gonna make sure I use that right away so I don't forget about it. Cruel Fin. So it seems like there is a named mob somewhere on the shore here. What is it I'm supposed to be doing exactly? Doesn't let me zoom in. So I need to tag scouts. I see. It's just telling me that they drop the irradiated crystals. But I need to take the scouts specifically with that tagger. I see Cruel Fin over there. which I'm not gonna run over. I'm just gonna kind of take it a little slow. Especially since my mana regeneration is not the best. And I'll drink my milk. I still have stuff from Brewfest, which has since ended. Oh, I have a couple of waters as well. Okay, so it seems like the scouts might primarily be in the water. Yeah, I think they're primarily in the water. Not all of them, though. Not all that are in the water are scouts. And not all scouts are in the water, apparently. They're just the purple guys, it looks like. I like the range on the quest item. It is pretty generous. There's Cruel Fin. I will have to clear up an inventory spot for his quest item. He just keeps on running off, though. He'll eventually circle back. Yeah, they're pretty much the same ones I have. Try and drink some water. I am starved for mana. I'm gonna take a drink of water in real life as well. So that freed up a little bit of inventory space. Here he goes. Oh. Where? Wait. Oh, duh. Cruelfin's necklace Examining the crudely constructed pendant, you notice the crystal pulsating softly. Though it emits little light, you can almost feel the crystal radiating a sense of wrongness. You're not quite sure what might have possessed Cruelfin to create a pendant. Sorry, I'm noticing this guy running up on me. Um, you're not quite sure what might have possessed Cruelfin to create this pendant, but the find is too important to ignore. You should probably show it to someone at Bloodwatch. Alright. I think, yes, I did change my hearthstone, so I think I'm going to cut out that long run. Try and clear up some of my inventory. It's hard. A lot of what I have are quest related items or just things in general that I think I need or would do me good. So, Cruelfin's necklace. What is it you have there? This is most curious, Druid. I don't believe we've ever seen the Murlocs wearing any kind of adornment before. Given the corrupting influence that the crystal shards are known to have, the Murloc that wore this pendant must have believed it granted him power over his fellows. I wouldn't be surprised if he had rapidly outgrown his fellow Murlocs and gained in strength. Catch and release. Did the device work? Have you marked the Murlocs for my research? Well done, Lunacy. I was worried that the marking device might malfunction, but it seems like everything went according to plan. Oh, but they're cloth. So I'm going to stick with the leather. Victims of corruption. Bloodmist Isle was forever changed by our arrival. The Exedar's crash scattered debris all over the island, and I think it's beginning to have an adverse effect on the wildlife. Before I can be certain of my conclusion, I'll need to get a closer look. The crystals seem to have affected the trees the fastest, so it seems that the tree ants would be the most likely to show symptoms. If you bring me samples of bark from corrupted tree ants, I can begin my in-depth studies. Quest objectives: bring 6 pieces of crystallized bark to Mora in Bloodwatch. And it looks like I have something to turn in up here as well. Were you able to gather the first crystal sample? This crystal shard will give our researchers a baseline to compare against samples from other parts of the island. Since it comes from one of Bloodmist's less corrupted regions, I won't be able to send it off until we have a full set of samples, but this is a great start. If you're willing to help gather the other samples, I will see to it that you are rewarded for your efforts. Well, none of these are really good for me, so I'm gonna probably take the male so it'll vendor for more. The missing survey team. As we've gotten ourselves established here at Bloodwatch, I've been sending out survey teams to create more reliable maps of the island. In most cases, they returned unharmed with the data we need, but the team I sent east to the ruins hasn't reported back. I worry about what might have happened to them, but I can't spare the men to send another mission after them. Find them, Lunacy, and lend them any assistance they require to return to with their survey data. So, I have a couple things left for that quest, which I think I want to do that next because it's gathering unique items, which what I mean by that is it's going to take up a lot of my inventory space. So I would need the Rhenius polyspore and falcone fungus. Oh, someone's over here. Or has been recently. The falcone fungus is down there, but yeah, there's a couple people here. The missing survey team. The bodies of the Draenei survey team are scattered all over the ground here, pierced by Naga weaponry. The area is littered with the remains of their supplies and survey equipment, but their data crystals are nowhere to be seen. Salvaging the data. It's too late to assist the cartographers in completing their mission, but it appears they collected the data Harbinger Mikolas was expecting. The crystal storing their survey information was not among their ransacked packs, so it must be in the hands of the Wrathscale Naga. You know that Harbinger Mikolas will be saddened by the loss of the survey crew, but would want to salvage the survey data. So the quest objective is to obtain the survey data crystal from the Wrathscale near the dead cartographers and return it to Harbinger Mikolas at Bloodwatch. Okay, so it can be from any one of them, it looks like. Oh, he must have interrupted me. Rude. I was like, what do you mean my spell's not ready? Silverleaf. I'm not going to go too far out of my way for Silverleaf. I wish I had a way to convert my health potions into mana potions, which there's There's a way to combine if you have one of each into like a revitalizing potion or something. But that's not necessarily what I want. Totally meant to buy beverages when I was in town. Oh my god. Yeah, a rejuvenation potion. I am pretty close to town still, so once I finish this one, I might just go back to town and quick pick up some beverages. Let me eat one of these and get a food buff with some spirit. It'll help a tiny bit with my mana problems, but not a huge amount. Not as much as like beverages would. There we go. I assume I turned that into Bloodwatch? Yes. Ah, they're starting to respawn. How unfortunate. I'm not sure if there are more around the back here. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, the crystallized bark. Maybe I'll go grab this since I have some freed inventory space. Well, town is right here. I really do need those beverages. General goods, maybe? Yes. I'm really tempted by that, to be quite honest. But I remember having money issues when it came to my spells. So I'll hold off on the extra bag for now. Joyous journeys. Interesting. Sorry, sometimes when I pull up different things, it's because I am just pressing on my keyboard, hoping without looking that I'm pressing the right thing. It's a habit I've had for probably since I started playing WoW, which was like 14, 15 years ago, so I don't think I'm gonna change. Falcone fungus. I am killing the trees because I need their bark. But Mainly over here for the falcone fungus, which is right over here. Somewhere. Oh, I could barely see the sparkles on it. I am kind of taking advantage of seeing the corrupted tree ants because I swear every time I've ever done this quest or quests in this area, there's always a lot of people questing. So sometimes it's really hard to find certain quest mobs. So the fact that there are so many over here right now, I really want to take advantage of that. Even though it's a shame my inventory is full. Ooh, they're hyper spawning. Normally on hardcore mode that would horrify me, but since I'm playing a nice relaxing paced play mode, I guess you could call it, I'm not going to be worried about that. Playing a little bit on the dangerous side. Because I don't want to necessarily use another ice cold milk if I'm about to go back to town. Like that. It looks like I have a lot of stuff to turn in, but I feel like it's because Questy is stacking with the natural UI. I might be turning Questy off before I record my next video. Now that it's a part of the actual game. I would still have it on my classic though, because I do play classic. Were you able to get the samples I need? There's more than enough here for my research. Thank you, Lunacy. If you find any other evidence that the crystals are corrupting Blood Mist's native creatures, let me know right away. Ooh, wrong person. Is that really it? Well, I can open these. And I guess I'll vendor them. I'm not gonna cook them anytime soon. Pretty sure I'm about to turn in all these little quest items, so that will free up quite a bit of space. Mad Parm Mushroom Menagerie. Remember, the mushrooms I requested are each unique to the different environments of Blood Mist. Well, I did warn you, did I not? Hopefully this payment more than makes up for the mild discomfort that you may have suffered. Return to me when you have gathered strength, and perhaps I will have another job for you. Mushrooms, of course. I'm gonna equip that right away. Ysera's Tears. Good to see you again, Lunacy. You were exceptionally efficient in completing the last task that I offered you. Perhaps you would be interested in another? To the northeast lies Wormscar Island, home to a rare species of mushroom known as Ysera's Tear, named after the green dragonlings that inhabit the island. I only require a small sampling of the mushroom, but I must warn you that the denizens of the island do not welcome visitors. Tread carefully. So Matt Parm at Bloodwatch wants 2 Ysera's Tears. And he does... Oh, that's attack power though. But it is more armor. They are giving a nice amount of armor for these quests, which is appreciated. Have you gathered crystal shards from the creatures of Blood Mist? Well done. These will provide the raw materials for another batch of enhancement crystals. You're welcome to choose from among the 3 kinds of crystals I can make. I find each of them useful for stalking different kinds of prey. I gotta go with the intellect. It's a spellcaster, and it is a repeatable quest. That's why I keep getting these irradiated crystal shards. Oh, that was nice. The blessings of the paladin. Salvaging the data. Were you able to find out what was keeping the survey team from returning? You tell Harbinger Mikolas of the survey team's fate. He accepts the crystal from you, but remains silent for a long moment. Sorry, I'm pausing what I'm saying because my neighbor is right outside my window making noise with his garbage cans. They were good men, Lunacy, and they knew their mission would be dangerous. I'm grateful for you, for your help in locating the team and recovering the crystal. The Harbinger's fist clench. We've lost too many good men already, and our mission has only just begun. The second sample. Now that we have the baseline crystal, we're going to need samples from more dangerous areas of the island to complete the set I'll be sending to Exodar. The next sample must come from the crystals controlled by the Blood Elves in the Blade Wood area to the northwest of Bloodwatch. I have heard reports that they alter and harvest crystals for use in some magical apparatus. See if you can find one that has not yet been incorporated into one of their devices and mine a sample from it. You got it. I do have a couple things to vendor. before I venture out. Just to free up some space. Oh, I thought I equipped it. There we go. I'm gonna be going this way. And taking out some Sunhawk spies. It appears that there are people questing in the area. There's a few, actually. So... it's this one. There's a couple of paladins. So that was the one I needed. Now I just need to kill some more spies. I see a chest. Gotta be quicker than that. To be fair, he stole my mob. Or she. And this is kind of what I was referring to when I was like, sometimes it's a little competitive over the quest mobs. I'll let you have it. I don't have a whole lot of mana, to be honest. And I could just use that to free up a spot in my inventory. And oh, I moved my milk. Such a weird sentence. I'm very close to leveling up and getting another talent point. In fact, I think this mob will be the one to do it. There we go. Do I do have room for another peace bloom, so I guess I'll take it since it's right under my nose. Re-up on my buffs and head back to town to turn in these couple quests and vendor what I can. Bloodwatch. You have returned, and in one piece. I have some good news, Lunacy. We have received some new information about the possible location of more survivors. A new crash site has been discovered. When I am done attending to those matters, I will call for you. I don't know what would vendor for the most, so I'm just gonna guess. But my inventory is full. I'll attend to that matter first, I guess. I think I'm actually getting money at a decent rate, so I'm gonna buy another bag to help with that problem. Intercepting the message. It is good to see you again, Lunacy. I have a quandary that you might be able to solve. Our agents situated behind the Sunhawk lines have reported seeing Sunhawk soldiers parsing an unusual document. Unfortunately, we have been unsuccessful in acquiring a copy of the document for ourselves. I need you to go out in the field and try and recover the document. I am certain that if you apply enough pressure, a Sunhawk agent will turn over the information we seek. I leave the use of force to your discretion. I like how he's just like, you go ahead and you do what you need to do. I'm gonna turn a blind eye to it. The second sample. Did you have the second crystal sample? Harbinger Mikolas examines the crystal shard. This shard is much different from the initial sample. Harbinger Mikolas holds the crystal up to catch the light. Did you see how it pulsates like that? That's worrisome. I'll make a note in my report of the alterations of the blood elves. The blood elves appear to have made to this crystal. Thank you again for your help, Lunacy. The final sample. There's just one sample remaining before I can send this set of crystals to the Exodar, Lunacy. The final sample must come from the satyr hold of Axrian to the northwest. I'm not certain what to expect from this crystal sample, but I'm sure there will be some signs of corruption. Take care to mine your shard from the crystal that looks like the ones you took your previous samples from, or else our researchers cannot make a valid comparison. So get an Axarian crystal sample using the crystal mining pick on the Axarian crystal and bring it to Harbinger Mikolas in the Bloodwatch. And I'm going to sell that sword that I got before venturing out again. And let's see. Thorny constrictor vines, elder brown bear flank. Those are what I've been passing up constantly, aren't they? Maybe not. Constrictor vines. And then it has to be an elder brown bear, not a grizzled brown bear. So it's the aggressive ones. The mutated constrictors. Re-up on my elixir. I didn't realize that that fell off. And I might as well take another food buff for a little bit of spirit. I gotta admit, pretty good drop rate. Now that I said that, of course, it'll probably go way downhill. Behold, it did. And the elder brown bear. I noticed the level of my enemies jumped up a little bit there, which is a good thing. Means more experience. Going to get some mana. I think I'm gonna put that there. Oh, wait. I never equipped those either. Shame on me. I'm praising this good gear and I'm not even putting it on. Put the silver leaf there, why not? I'm probably going to try and get as much as these quests as I can done as far as killing the elder brown bears and the constricted, getting the constrictor vines, and then probably head back to Bloodwatch and end the video. And I probably will read the follow-up to turning them in the next video. Leave a little bit of a cliffhanger, but it's pretty much for the same reason that I left a couple of quests not picked up in the last video, because I think I like reading, at least starting the video reading a little something instead of just getting into the actual quest itself. But that's just my preference. I'd love some feedback if you would like me to do it differently, let me know in the comments. Get a little bit of mana. Because my thorns actually ran out as well. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have that hyper spawning thing happen over here the way that the treants did earlier. Unfortunately. Where? Okay, there he is. I was like, where did that bear go? He's hiding. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the brown bear quest in this episode. They don't seem to have a very high drop rate of their quest item. Oh, there's even more over there for the mutated tanglers. Oh, but they're two separate quests, I think. Yeah. The webs they weave versus the constructor vines. Yeah, so it's two separate quests. Maybe I can just make it a slightly longer video than usual and just get done what I can while I'm in the area. Because I still have bag space since I bought a new bag. I am going through mana so quickly though. I guess that's a good thing that I bought all the ice cold milk, or it would be a struggle. So I just need two more items off of these. Dropped a whole lot of stuff. So that one is finished. What are you doing out here? Kneeling? Why is she kneeling? What was that about? That was very weird. Wait until I tell your boss. You were slacking out here. Somebody's been out here killing the bears. And of course, that's what I need as well. Is more elder brown bears. I wonder if I circle back. Oh, it looks like somebody died over there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if I circle back if I'll start finding some respawns. I'm gonna try and avoid the plant mobs since I don't need those anymore. Just one more. I see one over there. There was another one with this guy that would spawn. Maybe he didn't respawn yet though. And I see that paladin. He's probably the other person hunting them. So hopefully it drops off of this one. Nope. Maybe the moth spawned in place of the bear? Because I know I get a quest for the moths at some point as well. Oh, Earthroot, huh? A distraction, you say? One more bear quest item. It doesn't appear that that paladin is killing the things for the constrictor vines. Here we go. Here's some bears. Several bears, actually. Here we go. And those are for the mutilated tanglers that I saw earlier. See if I can sneak over there and take some of those out before ending my video. Trying not to engage in unnecessary combat. let my mana regenerate naturally. I'm pretty sure at some point I get a quest to come back over here and kill not only those guys, but the Ravagers as well. So I'm sure I will be back in this area in the somewhat near future. Although if it's too much of a hassle to dodge around everything else, I might save it for the next video when I have those quests. It shouldn't be too bad though. So what if I kill a few extra mobs? It'll be experience. Or maybe other players will come along and take them out for me. Like that guy. Get my food buff back up. Because I should be using the food in my inventory, otherwise why do I have it? And get some more mana. At this rate, I'm gonna have to buy more beverages when I get back to town. Oh dear. Somebody just died over there. What a shame. I don't see any more tanglers. At least none that are alive. Ooh. It's cloth. Nice spirit on it, but the armor is not it. Oh, I see a tangler. just need this one and one more. And then I'll probably hearth and end the video. I don't see a ton of corpses. I was just gonna say, so they should be respawning. And sure enough. Oh no. It's rooted me. Alright, so I'm gonna hearth. I'm sure I have a ton of stuff. Well, maybe not a ton, but I have a couple things to turn in at the beginning of next video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm definitely going to be, I think, disabling the Questy add-on since they've upgraded and updated the UI for Classic Wrath. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good night and sweet dreams. Bye.